Jamama kwabon famla ke black media. Abusia Chief Justice Gertrude tukwenu ho ensensema ene eje ne ho mena akwa mu se His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, the President of Republic of Ghana, epese we no adie na ne ho nsem eje ne ho ntra ha pa wo social ni media so na obia eka bi no eno na Afia Pokua vim lady ensonso abedi dwuma wo ho ana ne watu jankasa wan se ne dwuma die ne de bia wo ya aya na water flare lawyers ewum eto bi kro timi flare judges ewum a ene ono omo zoom calls ene zoom meeting na obi a kire na de video calls ni na eno ena busia Afia Pokua vim lady etna ase na odi ne dwuma na dwuma die ni mu no ena ensem a omo ka no ebi ni se Osha eye mfi apem ahankono aduokunu mienu 1992 constitution na omoye na eye former late president flight lieutenant John Rawlings ehihye ye na wose emra no beble no favor Rawlings because mlani bi ho no ma Kodima Rawlings say because we military government intino na mlani beble ho no ma ekoma no sentesa aka His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama eni ho kwan say enko betimi aka se oba be yi Chief Justice Gertrude de na free ne sibele na wode ni pafoforo aba be si ho no wose emra eni ho ba bia na ne abusia omo fire ya tuja ewo sansen we si hu se sane enkrofo bi ka se partisan bi wurawura mu ewo Chief Justice Gertrude mu no ni nyina no nokure bia enim nokura eni oman ni mu nti enu ntina nam so a ene president we ba no opese we yi Chief Justice firo no de we ba sisense na abusia ni ti a we mu no enna EC boss maami J Mensa ni nyina kokosi se J Mensa ansa na ebetime tu J Mensa ade so no wasa yetimi Chief Justice de efiri honum ansa na yetimi atu J Mensa ade so entisa na be ya emfa watimi wakam bia ema no enu ntina His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama epese oyi Chief Justice Gertrude efiri honum sa na be ya obetimi nya kwan bi so a afa de apamo EC boss J Mensa enti Chief Justice Gertrude tokunu ho ensama kwa atwe nyina no because of maami Jane Mensa abato commission enu nti na ebi akwakoka Chief Justice ensam de o maka bebre na ka me ho anya nkwaje nkyiremu no mra sisi ye abuja bebi a wo hwe me bia wo haw ne amane kodan na bia da eda wo so bia no bomode se onimi bedi nkomo ye de samna nwanwaso bi aba ye frɛ ne se sika kokko na gold samna wo haw bia da eda wo so bia wo hia sa samna we se bi afi wo ye bema wo hwe me wo bema sam wo ko wo bema ye ketwa rabaji bula matali eduro bi na wo bema enye kesi watimi abo adwuma nso ache ewo empem ye de akwankyere bi aba abuzua no ye hwehwe wo hyebrem a ye frɛ ne se mpelifo akwankyere ana se wo betima frɛ back to sender onipa bi ha onipa bi tata wato bet ewo ho se wo se ne tibi obeku bomode so befa numbers ne go screen ase na woni mi akasa me hwehwe wo hyebrem wi a na bomode se me kyerɛ wo ne wo beye
now that we remove the EC channel, now we are moving on to the Chief Justice. A time may come that we may even go to Parliament and remove the Speaker of Parliament. Because you may have the right, you may have the people, and the condition will be conducive for you to do so. So I say, no, whatever we are doing, it will serve as a precedent. So I say, send the yaka say, Shanata say, me kata wa yeno. The same thing also be baba. Who remove no? I also say, oh, the time you are removing the Chief Justice to 2025, you know, how do you go about it? So I say, no, your president, but me, no, I think that it's good for our constitution. Let's try everything and see what works, and then we move forward.
Okay. Well, and also dangerous because already people have also suggested CNG James and so free up. And yes, I should more. I start you. And you do James and so. James and one over two. A Chief Justice, yes. And oh, as I'm going to no establish prima facie case against her.
But now if the person is not on your side, how can you remove the EC? So if this person is gone, you bring your own person. Then you can also go and say, oh, remove this person. Another person will go. You cannot go.
I get it.
Remove
And the grand scheme, it must start from one and start number two, not trickle down.
Imagine a minute. Imagine a me.
No, that's what I didn't say based on experience. Jude, also your views on this. Say the brass can see at the end of but no agenda. But he's saying say at the core of what he's saying say a politics there, but a young summa democracy because it is testing us. And it's our game papa. I never want me change your constitution to improve it. But I had been born so I deadly.
Man, I make me feel politics. No, and I mean there are so many things that aside from legal, because we are also in the political arena, no, I don't want to go down there, but say Kaya, even your president, His Excellency, before elections, made a comment to the effect said to clean the judicial system, you need a new Chief Justice to be able to do that. At the time, no, Council said no. Now, Chief Justice, we're not only a Chief Justice. It was just an interview, normal conversation. But that's beside the point. What no, but me no mean per se measure holy too much because me I'm just hoping say and I am assuming say obeying the petition and kasaba we are following the processes. But the main can say even the processes as it is now is very shallow. Because so can crowd that be true, your friend is saying 14610 and the crowd might be dangerous.
Okay,
extremely dangerous. It's the same.
14610. I say where a petition has been referred to a committee under this article, the president may A. In the case of the Chief Justice, acting in accordance with the advice of the Council of State, by warrant signed by him, suspend the Chief Justice. In the president may suspend the Chief Justice. In the case of any other justice of the Supreme Court or of a chairman of a regional tribunal acting in accordance with the advice of the Judicial Council, suspend that justice or that chairman of the
because look at it. Yeah, unlike America for Supreme Court justices, Supreme Court justices, they have an age limit. And it's the president crying and not gonna say, justice to come free war. Your procedures here in the constitution, and man the client so wait a minute not to suspension be and I said, I said 2 years, 3 years near the you're suspended. In your suspended the senior most person after activity.
They say who is the senior most after Justice Toko? Who is the senior most?
I think it's a better
because Justice Doche ni ho. Nka ona na koye senior most.
If I'm not mistaken. But in that case, but look at how dangerous it is. Into meaning my submission is said this whole article from even 144 to you will say as I say a constitutional review and also during the election period oral and made serious points in regards to because we're a prophet. Because we're a prophet, Kufuor can the same thing. See, yes, sign your constitution. Ne Andrew Murray you be 2 chambers. One as suggested say, in case of Supreme Court Justice say as the president and appointed Supreme Court Justice, my president name appointed, but subject to the approval of the established second chamber of parliament. On the approval. And the president who the only not say second chamber na approval. The person will not be
doesn't get the job.
And only my checks and balances now anymore because as it stands now, Mr. say, father said the minimum opinion came. Let's say a grand agenda. I say the petitioners they call my banner. Your friend is saying, home call for because this is not the first time a petition has been brought for the removal of the Chief Justice. Say, in this fourth republic, from Rollins' time to date, every time the Supreme Court Chief Justice there has been a petition for the removal of a Chief Justice. Mame George in the Wood, Abnormal President Mills, several in the by. President Mills in Onone Ika's was a constitutional law person. He was not about to, get involved in these things. But you see, I could do maybe a petition about President Nasu. This is not the first time a petition about. I mean, even under President Akufo, this same Chief Justice here, in your opinion, in our respect to the professors, I had a petition by for the removal of this same, but because the president and appointed Chief Justice, Oboku crowd before prima facie case. But see, consider Sunday way as on mine. What the wash a year already is here, 14610. It's very dangerous.
Yeah.
But then I'm here, President. I'm not even seeking for your removal. I just want you
to be suspended. What do you continue?
Let me push it. Maybe true. If that is the case, I'm not saying that is the case that is going on. In my opinion, the way
okay, so how to compare US and US dentists? US, can President Trump remove the Supreme Court?
Absolutely not. And as a matter of fact, one thing that is funny, which is also a current debate, also even the term of the Supreme Court justices in America, only term limit. The only thing stated in American Constitution, I think it's Article 3, says Section 1, 2 more, baby. It can be about idea here, so it's why Supreme Court justice. Our America, good behavior. It is also so 100.
You don't advance the amount age limit. You must be of sound mind, a certain behavior.
But in
America, they'll be no.
But more mind, so more bits now. For the lifetime, obedient me in this. Say, if you listen, our term limit, 8 years, and I said 10 years, and I said 18 years, or that man, idea on name because after that, retire, or retire, so he has to exist. Because most of the congressmen and senators are almost free to America. Most of them become lobbyists.
Yes.
It's the same issue case, and it may apply to Supreme Court justices. If you don't give them the unlimited so when you say a term limit, it be a corporation be when you say be a Dutch be no free so person he might be favorable to the person. And I said the corporation. In the America, the process is in
America, the Supreme Court judges some to so to for who are so who
or retire. Oh, and also so political because said president is now appointed Supreme Court justice subject to the approval of Senate and then but when you said for several years Supreme Court justice need be 80 a time say be a 83 84 now say be a Trump this week may you sure says a liberal Supreme Court justice be also what did 90 crowd on retired or Penn said another Democratic government.
Okay.
More presidents appointed replacement. It just happened. The first black female Supreme Court justice in America has to say, you don't notice no on your Ibia or hey by the time no eba besona yen say no ni so wanyini one hair no akuwu akunya so and or retire. You said
by the make na for bia shemo no ye liberal.
Also been there 40 years.
Jude, I didn't see na America how they more judges are. Omu ye liberal, wouldn't say well ye liberal. We or ye conservative. And your problem. I didn't Ghana kwade. Ye lebu ye judges and say oh we mu ye or ye MPP kakra. Where do ye NDC kakra? Na ye problem my. But momo hanu yes so be a conservative. Judge be a liberal. Omu you okay with it? I didn't see.
Wasn't the competence assembly? Ye can you fact Ghana then example before so be rise the about be true Supreme Court justice. It is assumed, and I say it is implied, on your competence in the judicial aspect.
Yes.
As in Chief Justice, as in competence in administrative, you bet me a question. The tenant said, yes, we'll be my conservative, we'll be a conservative, we'll be a liberal. But at the end, it is assumed, said before, said, you bet more will be a true level. Now, establish a track record. Be say, no, it's not about inducement. And but it's the letter of the law, or the ejima. The spirit backing the ideology of conservatism. And no, there is nothing wrong with it. We can be a conservative, but still. Exactly. There are several times that your friend is saying, President Neil Liberal, no, I appointed liberal judge and as a justice, they ruled against them. Trump, it be actually several times. On one Justice Kavanaugh and a lady or they've ruled against him in several instances. But also I said, they are not Ghana, and I say executive authority, very stronger.
Yeah, but still executive near strong cry. Obia nominating the will be Odimumrano. Is there a case I had to be nominating for Ghana Mudomuni Mranana?
That's my area.
Because so far, I'm at Justice Tanko, Justice Apo, Justice that's about for years was one of the authorities who say there are people who have worked on the soils of Ghana who would shake tables.
But on the Ghana, I think
and because you to me fan from the bar onto the bench in India. You ask me to me appointing from the bar onto the bench.
Supreme Court justice, you don't even have to be a lawyer.
In the US?
Yes. Technically, because the Constitution does not say anything about it. But the convention is apart from in the 1800s now, and I said, only a couple of people have not been lawyers. The convention is people have gone through the mill. Lower courts, through appeals courts. That is the convention. But it's not a requirement in the Constitution.
Okay.
Send me to where you don't even have to be born in the US. Send me to what's to say. Then me boa Trump money campaign will really maybe appoint me as a Supreme Court. I don't have to have any experience. I don't have to have been a judge and I say yes, sir. But checks and balances. I want to make this about checks and balances in the edge. Said before, so with me a Supreme Court justice be Edino. It is not an easy process to say Article 146 very, very short. First of all, before say with me Supreme Court justice be everyone is to say the answer open so president. Everyone. Someone has to bring articles of impeachment. So a private citizen, crown award accusation be an answer be a member of the House of Representatives has to sponsor it. But you know,
okay. So what they're straight. Because
I haven't said, Levia, not Nippon cry and panel almost said determines it may Supreme Court justice. In this case, everyone, NIPA 5. Are we serious as a country? NIPA 5. And they be a whole head of a branch of government. Everyone. And my president, no quite so say in your primary facial case, near established committee, say King or power to me suspended. Say case in maybe 2 years, I are suspended. It is very wrong. In the US, I was say House of Representatives. House of Representatives, depending on demarcations near at this time, I'm way over 435 votes a visa. Even before the House of Representatives, I have to go to the Judicial Committee of the House. Hearings. And Sana said, vote also. Said this is to the level said I was said court house now. No, I must submit it to house now. A court house this one, it can take several months. They will debate it. But at the house, you just need a simple majority. Say they are 50% plus 1. And so we to swab. Say if it passes by 50% plus 1, then you are impeached. Then it has to go to the Senate for a trial.
Impeachment trial, proper trial, so that maybe you are not.
And at that place, you need to test. You are the Senate, now you 100 senators. I was saying 67. And they took about In the case of American history, no Supreme Court justice has ever been removed. They have tried.
So your constitution is faulty.
They're very,
Chief Justice.
Because at this point, to say Chief Justice and yet relief be because of a Gertrude case. They say that they have to establish prima facie case. And they say Council of State for now. If I'm not scared to say they say I don't think it's a framework of your constitution. Council of State, they're very political. You have the Council of State, president not appointed almost 45% of it. 55% is not kind of so.
Political battle. Very political.
Exactly. So in this situation, according to say, young fan say, president notice any other party said the new opinion. So or you're not going to say obey you everyone. The path has been cleared. And no one said to say yes, no prima facie case. On the crowd go fed across say person petition before the actual committee now. But the constitutional review committees, we really need to pay attention to this because following this issue, to be honest, so me na me president, me Kwame Jude and Tihui. Constitution a simple way of doing it because at the end of the day, that all proceedings has to be in camera. And it's the response never. Maybe Council of State and still it determines that there is a case and I said there is no case. It is a minute determines that there is a case. 5 now and pardon what would you mention? And I think it was said you review. Let's say also even said the court Judicial Committee of Parliament. Not Parliament and to swaba and answer the idea. Because it shouldn't be this easy to remove the head of a branch of government. It is scary. It is a very, very scary thing. Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah Yidi, I think it's 77, so Justice Crab, Sammy Crab, okay. SMC4, but apart from that, we haven't really had the removal of a Supreme Court. But this is the situation now. I said, and never be a pursuit within the past 4 years. This current government, if he said, unanimous FCU so it's the president said that I mean you is seeking so officially said our agenda be that's of the so clear or follow procedure or get the right thing, but the right thing is very shallow. The constitution is very, 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 very shallow. It shouldn't be this easy to remove a Supreme Court justice. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but Afia said said Justice talking to Pokua. That is the end. I mean, that basically from Nehemiah Kano, that is pretty much what it is.
Wow.
That's the USA. Nipa 435. Ebedikai Atoswaba. Area Nipa 67 now. There is a whole trial. I just say there is a trial. A bit months to keep months and some of 1804. And then the last time Justice Chase in America, Impeachment at the House level, but the core Senate won the trial.
The only Kumaka my was a dangerous, but the Wakadia Wakan and I say, Samahama possesses your copy of the because Constitution easy.
I feel Ocean Constitution now. Constitution only a judge. That 1992 Constitution only a judge. The people wanted whatever you wanted and wanted it to be done. Because on person, Obama Chief Justice, no better now. No, Odobiaba, and Wakra was on the Russian case in I don't know. And most of our problem is that the Constitution was established to ensure stability. So that one president will ensure that whatever he wants, he gets it. No pebia unya. No pebia unya. So I say, and for this long, we have gotten that stability. It's about time that we start amending and reviewing some of this so that we can have the institution to have teeth to bite. Because I mean, if the Council of State, President will appoint 45%, almost somebody tell me
exactly. Article 14610. No, Council, I don't know how do I so the president can even suspend the CJ. So near prima facie case no cry. No 14610A. No say in the case of the Chief Justice acting in accordance with the advice of the Council of State by a warrant signed by the President, he can suspend the Chief Justice.
Yes, but if you are suspending, no. I was suspending, no. If you are suspending, no. I'm suspending, but obey, and the process, no procedure, no.
Because I'm passing, you perceive,
Constitution, we have to look at the Constitution in a context. We were coming from military regime, and before then, you have had already 3 constitutions and tranche. So, and the time that people wanted JJ out for us to have our democracy, whatever he wants, they wanted it to be done. Such as I was your democracy, and he is military have had a better hands in it.
Yeah.
And that time, that's at 1992 now, we were ushered into this 4th Republican Constitution, and Assembly BSC. So we took a lot of history into building this Constitution.
Yeah.
And you have to look at the Constitution in a context. And remember, the Constitution, but as we move forward, gradually, we will get there. Time. By your man, in the US, it's a 4 trial. In Ghana, 4 trial. That's an MPP 4 war, 189 Parliament war. Now NDC war 83. Trial go to say. MPP ni go to MPP.
Yeah.
And say on your body constitution we.
But I know there at least no numbers no increase.
Not too much. Not Mama Cocoy, no, wouldn't Madame Pombo, Omian Bayano.
It's true.
Because of Parliament voting now. One time, Mama Cocoy, no, behind him said, hey, dear, and I want to tell people who call opposition.
Exactly.
Yes, I put no comment. Now, who would work with Jaraka said, Omu impeach Chief Justice. Now, we say, oh, chairman, or party chairman, catch yourself. Mamma got to against him. Oh, I could go to against him. And we are growing. So we have to give ourselves some time. Because all these things are good. Let's experiment it. Let's proceed with it. As time goes on, we will strengthen our democracy.
But I wouldn't say they are not only Kuma Jew, they can say they are not present too much power, especially Article 14610. No, say because Council of State, said they Jude guy. Council of State, I buy on to Council of State, because Council of State are partisan.
Council of State now, I'm my president. Say, no people only now some gay, now often woman for 4 years. So I say, the Council of State now, almost to no folk, and from to man, and you're binding. Can you believe it?
Yeah, and you're binding.
Council of State, the advice of the Council of State, is not binding on the president. The president can decide, I mean, say what food to. But the president can say, I'm too for some anti. Now say, Auntie say, Obiba can say, yes, the president, you're too full, you're too full.
Exactly.
One another was there. They had the Council of State. The Council of State was, how powered men of God, Chief Justices, all manner of people, chiefs and all that, they were there. They were advising him, but she no open over here. Church I said, so they were there in name, said they were there. But I said we are court. In the court, I can say the advice of the Council of State, is so binding on the president. I'm saying so binding.
Yeah.
What to do? I say, my testimony, me mama to about mammy. Say, move for a man. It's what to me for some for bedding.
Into me,
yes, of course. And this I say, send them a panel. So I see way meant to be in your juma. Set in motion. Processes are made if you all. No matter for Fraba, no matter for 4 years. Get the ban office of what my who that know what my until the time, you give back your wants to say 4 years, the government has the 4 years to do whatever he wants within the 4 years, That to be the
day. And no, you're dangerous. Say, obey ni be, and you're wrong. You need to say, because in a while, can say, you're the free CJ, so a electoral commission. So, but into a baby, no, so as a family, the whole Tino, my
I'm to be said, the judges at the Supreme Court, so we Chief Justice in the Pefua. One said then you be how because all of them know they were promoted within certain period of time. So I said, and we Chief Justice in Pefua. Why you be but we ain't now. Tell me what I said, and that is what we should have at the back of our LPP.
Hello, Council. Mukomati wa humano. Ome fire bebra. Yes. Ome fire bebra. Ome tu wa humano said they were unti omutu bebra. Serious where we are getting to. You can blast upon say the message or there about see if you at the end there a grand agenda. Said the lawyer Bankai. This Chief Justice issue is a grandstand. It's just a ploy to remove the EC boss. Target not say EC boss no. Because in the case of EC Electoral Commission boss no. So when you Chief Justice now, because the Chief Justice is the one to establish a prima facie case against the Electoral Commission boss. Right. Into most active EC boss no, so say the Jude can a man suspension cry no then you can get somebody else to establish a prima facie case against the Electoral Commissioner and remove the Electoral Commissioner so that you can get the you see, in the case of the EC, it is the CJ who will decide a prima facie case against it. So they want the CJ to be certainly out so that a petition on J-Mensa can be sent so that the new CJ can establish a prima facie case and then they can remove the Electoral Commissioner. Because who is to establish the prima facie case against the CJ? A president, no, with help from the Council of State, the Jude Kane. It's there. I see the road is clear. NDC agenda, Omodinam Enonom. Elder say, I say, trust me, the President Mahama has also share Adiana. I say there's an agenda to say Trump, only also who say the Trump be and President Mahama so that's it's just to pave the way to serve another term bitter and because we are heading towards a constitutional amendment and when possible there.
Not there, it doesn't have anything to do with the CJ.
Okay.
It's a known President Mahama Peso, the current MP numbers are very, very easy.
Okay.
It doesn't have anything to do with the Chief Justice. It's more sensible, say, there's a grand agenda, say, push cases be through, and I said, EC boss, Nipa now will determine prima facie case now. And yes, I mean, these are all things, but what I keep saying is that it is wrong, our constitution is shallow, and we Ghanaians, Sunday Maya Yemi, and Kenya, Samia is Yakin, Ebia, you won't be graduating my soul, or see a start to get wounded.